What's up my nerd friends? I have spent a lot of time scouring and these are 6 mistakes that I found people do that make you do less damage. Now I get it. You're probably thinking, what's so hard about doing more damage anyway? Just raise the level of your units and use good units. Easy, right? Wait, actually, you might be right. Yeah. These are the 5 mistakes that I found most effective to improve your damage. Mistake number 1. Not putting the DPS unit in the back. You want to arrange your unit based on their attack in an ascending order. To better explain this, I will need to bring out the damage formula. Now that's a lot of words, but don't worry, I will explain one by one with visual. First, your attack minus the enemy defense, multiplied by Tau bonus plus combo bonus plus enhanced bonus, multiplied by counter element, which is 120% if countering and 80% if countered, multiplied by normal correction and multiplied by additional modifiers. For example, Korax has equipment which makes him do 60% damage for 2 times. Now it will be easy for me to just say, just trust me bro, but I want to show you a simple difference by just rearranging your units. The first video you see is units arranged in a descending order, and the second video you see is units arranged in an ascending order. Their level is exactly the same, but notice that in the second video, the boss actually took more damage. This is because the combo bonus. You want to match higher attack with higher combo bonus to do maximum amount of damage. Now, I'm not saying this is the only way you can arrange your team. This is not the absolute best way because leader always attack. Sometimes you want to put the highest damage unit on the leader's spot so that, you know, when you walk on any color tiles, at least your highest attack unit can attack. So depending on the situation, arrange accordingly. Or in the other scenario where you want to apply your equipment status like Audi, which can poison on hit, you might want to put her as the leader instead. There is also another scenario where this will not work as well, is units that have specific equipment that lower or giving your team buff. For example, Cinza has equipment that lower the enemy defense. You want to put Cinza as in front as possible so that every other attack coming up after Cinza attack will benefit from the defense shred. Mistake number 2. Not using mono element team. This one is pretty simple. Having a mono team means that you can leverage your Tau bonus to the maximum. Just imagine this. Having one 15 plus chain as a mono team is equal to a rainbow team doing a 15 plus chain 3 times. Also, by using a mono team, you can leverage the power of tiles converters and 2 times chainer such as Itzvan, Hydrat, and Luis much more effectively since they always only affect the mono element. It's pretty obvious the game wants us to build mono team with the current system. Of course, I'm not saying rainbow team wouldn't work, but you have to be much more creative with how you build your team. Rainbow team that works better than mono team usually very dependent on the stage. I'm not going to go too deep into rainbow team for now. Maybe that's for another video. Another benefit of using mono team is Aurora times. With converter in your team, you can connect 15 tiles much more easier. After you connect 15 tiles, you enter Aurora time, which is essentially a free turn. Not only this gives you more damage window, you also avoided potential damage from the enemy, which is crucial in some boss stages. Speaking of Aurora time, let's talk about tip number 3. Using your tiles too early. Assuming you're using mono team, you want to avoid using your color as much as possible. This is because of how strong Aurora time is, and it is much better to wait for Aurora time opportunity instead of landing a 7 tile chain 2 times. Sometimes it's even worth it to just stand still and wait for your tile converter active instead of walking around. If you didn't know, you can double click on your current position to skip the turn without moving. Mistake number 4. Not raising your equipment level. I cannot stress how important your equipment level is. Let's look at the difference between the level 1 equipment and the level 10 equipment. Not only we get raw stat boost, we also get 27% more elemental counter damage. This means against counter element, we are doing 50% more damage instead of 23% more. This is a huge increase. Of course, there is also the equipment itself. Some units such as Chandra or Clayton benefit hugely from the equipment level, pretty much completely change how you would play the unit. Mistake number 5. Not using friend units. Yes, you heard right. Friends. We all have one of those, right? A wise man once said, no matter how strong you are, there is always a whale pays more than you, which is exactly why you need to use them. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm talking about this function here. Many people don't even know this function exists. To demonstrate how to access this feature, first you have to enter the stage you want, click on the last slot of the formation. Yes, it has to be last slot. If support is available for that stage, you will see this. If it's not available, you will see this. Just look at all these level 80 Aurorans you might not have. Now, there is a downside to using friend units, which is you cannot change that unit to captain. But given how strong certain unit is, especially in max breakthrough, this is something definitely worth considering when you are struggling with a stage. If you don't have high level friends, you can join the official Discord in the friends code channel to add more people. I'm sure a lot of people would like to help. Mistake number 6. Not subscribe to Nerfa channel for more Alchemy Star content.
Yes, I'm not kidding.
And since I'm feeling generous, I'm going to give you another mistake. Not knowing there are some low rarity unit that is also incredibly useful. And coincidentally, I have made a video about that exactly. Click on this video right now to learn more about low rarity unit that you should raise. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.